dream I know deep up my feelings for you.
Dan Wanyanwu, the Zenith Labour Party chairman, urged President Bola Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu now and end injustice. Even on after this, Dr. Chike Obidibo advised the Igbo politicians about Nnamdi Kanu case, arguing that their current posture might worsen Nnamdi Kanu's problem. But before I proceed with this news, I want to welcome you all to my wonderful channel, Reality Latest Gist, your home of news and politics. I thank you all so much for joining us on today's news. If today is your first time of joining, kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, and also turn notification bell to get notified whenever we drop a video, because I'm sure you don't want to miss out the trend and latest news happening on social media. To all our amazing subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for joining us on today's news. So guys, let's proceed. The Zenith Labour Party chairman, Chief Dan Wanyanwu, urged President Bola Tinubu to immediately release Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Dan Wanyanwu made this call during a press briefing in Abuja, citing Nnamdi Kanu prolonged detention despite others involved in similar agitation being freed. So he questioned the justification for Nnamdi Kanu continued detention, emphasizing that Nnamdi Kanu continued detention is causing more harm in the southeast. Dan Wanyanwu said that the federal government's selective treatment of Nnamdi Kanu case is unjustifiable. So they need to question why Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody, why terrorists roam free and negotiate without government oversight. So many who shared Nnamdi Kanu agitation have been freed, yet Nnamdi Kanu is being detained. A significant number of people, including a notable religious leader, have called for Nnamdi Kanu release, yet President Bola Tinubu seems to do nothing. My people, as Nnamdi Kanu be so, his continued detention has raised many questions. He was agitating like others, but was abducted from Kenya and brought back here. Since his detention, he has denounced all activities that cause insecurity in the southeast. It's evident that those involved in this activity were not from Kanu's region. So now he has committed no offense. His only crime is asking for his people's freedom. So now Dan Wanyanwu don't join others. They beg President Bola Tinubu, say make him release Nnamdi Kanu. Spirits, Dan Wanyanwu come with full force. He don't tell President Bola Tinubu, say if he no one release Nnamdi Kanu, say they go carry Nnamdi Kanu, call public square, say may they use and do barbecue, symbolically letting his enemies partake to close this chapter. He said there is no justification for Nnamdi Kanu continued detention, that it is an injustice that must be addressed immediately. My people, Dan Wanyanwu didn't end there. He went on to speak about the River State crisis. He addressed the ongoing political crisis in the River State, where lawmakers who defected from their original party are facing legal challenges. So he urged all the parties to respect democratic processes and the rule of law. He warned against action that could lead to a state of emergency. He said the law is clear, so leaving your party means losing your seat automatically, though they try to rejoin their old party through the back door, which is also not permissible. He said demonstrations allegedly sponsored by Abuja have aimed to create mayhem to justify a state of emergency. So he urged all the parties to respect the law and avoid action that could lead to a state of emergency. Then, talking about the Federal Capital Territory Senator in 2027, Dan Wanyanwu also said that the decision of who becomes the Senate for the Federal Capital Territory in 2027 lies with the voters, not the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. He said Wike cannot decide that, because Abuja voters will make their choice independently. Men know Wike no feel say as President Bola Tinubu don't give him power, if he control everything in FCT. So they possible. So as a matter of fact, Nyesom Wike cannot decide the next FCT senator. Rather, now the Abuja voters will decide on that. So speaking on the national minimum wage and the cost of governance, the Zenith Labour Party chairman commended the efforts of the Labour Minister and the Nigeria Labour Congress in negotiating a new national minimum wage. So he called on President Bola Tinubu to consider the welfare of Nigerian workers, who are the most patriotic group in the country. Dan Wanyanwu criticized the high cost of governance, proposing a 50% reduction in salaries of the elected officials and government appointees. May they slash their salary, because those people don't care waiting the masses they face. They increase their salary and the masses are suffering. So Dan Wanyanwu say make President Bola Tinubu slash their salary. He explained that would free up resources for essential services. So they tell President Bola Ahmed Tinubu say make him consider the request with humility. The Nigeria Labour Congress request with humility and a good heart. He said Nigerian workers, apart from the military, are the most patriotic group in this country. So during President Babangida tenure, Dan Wanyan said that measures were taken to elevate workers' suffering. So similar efforts should be made today to cushion the effects of economic challenges on workers. That the government must ensure that workers' welfare is prioritized in meaningful and practical ways. That they must avoid another strike due to delay in decision on the minimum wage. Now, regarding the cost of governance, Dan Wanyan urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to sign an executive order to reduce the salaries of all elected officials and government appointees by 50%, that they cannot sustain the current high salaries while expecting economic stability, that this reduction will demonstrate the government's commitment to the welfare of the masses and is going to free up resources for essential services. Now, be the only way where this country will move forward. So guys, I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions in our comment section below. Moving on to the next word, an industrialist and a former governorship aspirant in Anambra State, Dr. Chike Obidibo, advised politicians, especially those from the southeast, against compounding drivers of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, arguing that their current postures might worsen his problem. In a statement making rounds during the weekend, Chike said that some Igbo political elites were going about the ongoing popular demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu the wrong way, accusing overzealous politicians of acting out of ignorance. So according to him, he said that the delicate nature of Nnamdi Kanu incarceration require quite diplomacy to achieve political solution without politicizing the young man's release the way some Igbo elites are going about it. So why identify the silent complication around the IPOB leader forceful redemption and consequent incarceration? The other statement said that Britain's loud silence about Nnamdi Kanu predicament also raises a large red flag. My people, Chike said that he's so troubled to say that he's not comfortable with the way and manner our political elites are going about their request for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. He said it's not right, because it's obvious that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not entirely the one holding Nnamdi Kanu, that it was not even former President Muhammad Buhari or his Attorney General Abubakar Malami, all the Attorney General of the Federation, including the current one, are merely legal officer for the government. He said Nnamdi Kanu matter is a security issue which requires the involvement of the National Security Advisor, Nunu Ribadu. So he said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu may not have the absolute power to release Nnamdi Kanu, although he has the power to influence things if he so wishes. But the genuine efforts to free Nnamdi Kanu, that it should be directed at the Nigeria Security Advisor, as well as the Ambassador of Britain, USA, and Ambassador of some well-meaning and influential countries like China and Russia. So he said if Nnamdi Kanu is released on political grounds without holding a referendum they are demanding, that the struggle will most likely continue, thereby rendering elusive or delaying further the most sought-after peace. Check it out that the other powerful elephant in the room blocking Nnamdi Kanu freedom is the Britain government, stating that Nnamdi Kanu acted against Britain economic interests in Nigeria. So everything that Nnamdi Kanu said or did was done in Britain. So being a British citizen, they could not afford to arrest him on British soil because of obvious and potential backlash. So the British High Commission in Nigeria showed no interest in at least speaking up against the violent kidnap and rendition of their citizens. That all the embassy was interested was to hear Nnamdi Kanu renounce his dream of a Biafra, probably with a promise never to support any such agitation in the future. My people, as the matter be now, according to wetin Chike talk, the only people wey fit help Nnamdi Kanu na the Britain, or if they can't direct the matter go the National Security Advisor. Now when Nnamdi Kanu go dey free. People make know what I think about this matter in the comment section. I would love to hear from you, your thoughts, your contributions and opinion in our comment section below. Once again, thank you so much for staying with us.